Chlorocyclohexane, axial chair. Formula: C6HCl. Visual chemistry highlights axial chlorine points straight up along the C3 ring axis. Suffers severe 1,3 diaxial steric repulsion with axial hydrogens on C3 and C5. Rapidly converts to the equatorial conformer via chair flip at room temperature. Class 11 Concept Mapping. Conformation: aliphatic chair conformation. Conformer energy: axial. Minor conformer: 5%. (2D) structure. The 2D representation is a cyclohexane chair ring with a Cl group in the axial position, straight upward. This axial arrangement creates steric interactions with axial hydrogens at C3 and C5, making it less stable than the equatorial conformer. One, 3 diaxial interaction in chlorocyclohexane. In your image, compare the equatorial, left, and axial, right conformations. One. What does 1,3 diaxial mean? When Cl is axial at C1, it points vertically upward. There are also axial C, H bonds at C3 and C5 that point in the same direction. So the axial chlorine at C1 is close to the axial hydrogens at C3, 1, 3, diaxial interaction C5, 1, 3, diaxial interaction. This gives two steric interactions. The Cl group is relatively large. When it is axial, it comes close to the axial hydrogens on C3 and C5. This causes steric repulsion. Cl at C1 left-right arrow H at C3. Cl at C1 left-right arrow H at C5. Therefore, the axial conformer has higher energy. What happens after chair flip? During a chair flip, the chlorine changes. Axial, equatorial. The C3 and C5 axial hydrogens are still present, but the chlorine is now pointing outward, away from them. Therefore, 1,3 diaxial interactions are greatly reduced/eliminated, lower energy, more stable conformer. In your diagram conformation Cl position 1,3. Diaxial interaction stability left equatorial no significant Cl. H1, 3. Diaxial interaction major, 95% right axial Cl interacts with H at C3 and C5 minor, 5%. Key Class 11 point. Bulky groups prefer the equatorial position because it avoids 1,3 diaxial steric interactions. For chlorocyclohexane, the equatorial conformer is therefore more stable than the axial conformer. Axial chlorocyclohexane, Cl is axial. Minor conformer, 5%. Equatorial chlorocyclohexane, Cl is equatorial. Major conformer, 95%. The image also shows the equivalent C1, C6 ring position drawings and their axial equatorial pairs.